I am Anisha here. Today is very important topic I discussed about. It is seen in a very question paper of the net. You don't need to study furthermore. You just heard the video. That's it. Okay. This is the third video in the mathematical physics. In this video, I discuss about the error analysis. Every quantity has an error. Every measurable quantity have an error. That means if the measured quantity, physical quantity measured is x, like the measured values are x1, x2, like that. Its a true value is, that means the correct value, true value or mean value. That I substitute exam. Exam is equal to x1 plus x2, like that, divide total xn terms, then divided by that. Then the absolute error is given by absolute error is delta xm. Xi. Okay. From the absolute error is the difference between true value and each value. Its magnitude. That means xm minus x1 is delta x1. xm minus x2 is equal to delta x2. Similarly, magnitude of xm minus xn is delta xn. If a question is given like the resistance is given by 1.0 plus or minus 0.2. In here, 1.0 is the true value and 0.02 is the 0.2 is the absolute error. Okay. Next is mean of absolute error. That I substitute is delta xm. Delta xm, similar method of xm. That is delta x1 plus delta x2 plus up to delta xn divided by n. That is delta x1 plus delta x2 plus delta xn divided by n. Next, I discussed about the rules in error analysis. First one is sum rule. If a question is given like that, two quantities are added, find the total error, then this rule is used. Set is equal to x plus y, that are the quantities which are added. Then the delta set is equal to delta x plus delta y. Next rule is product rule. That is set is equal to xy. What we do is just differentiate each term with its own variables. That means dz is equal to x dy plus y dx. Then divided by z. That means dz by z is equal to x cancel out. That means dy by y plus dx by x. That means delta z by z is equal to delta x by x plus delta y by y. Okay, next rule is quotient rule. Z is equal to x by y. Then dz is equal to, just I rewritten xy raised to minus 1. Then dz is equal to first function into derivative of the second function minus 1 y raised to minus 2 dy plus y raised to minus 1 dx, which is minus x by y square dy plus 1 by y dx. I divided with it by z. dz by z is equal to here x by y, here also x by y. Then x just cancel out and y can cancel out, x cancel out. That means delta z by z is equal to, I first written this term, delta x by x plus, here negative is there, but in errors we calculate only the magnitude. If error is in sum in case plus or in minus, that is just to calculate magnitude. That means delta y by y. Okay. Next is exponential. The fourth one is exponent. That means z is equal to x power n. Delta z is equal to n x power n minus 1 dx. Then we just divided by z. That means dz by z is equal to n, this goes up and cancel out, equal to this minus 1 dx by x. That means delta z by z is equal to n delta x by x. I write all the laws together. First one is sum rule. That means z is equal to x plus y. Delta z is equal to delta x plus delta y. Second one is product rule. Z is equal to xy. Then delta z by z is equal to delta x by x plus delta y by y. Third one is product rule, quotient rule. Z is equal to x by y. Delta z by z is equal to delta x by x plus delta y by y. Fourth one is quotient rule. Fourth one is exponential rule. Z is equal to x power n is delta z by z is equal to n delta x by x. Okay. If there is a power, just write the power on this side and then button. Okay. Generally, if we have a problem like omega is equal to a raised to x, b raised to y, c raised to z, then the total error in omega is delta omega by omega is equal to x delta a by a plus y delta b by b plus z delta c by c. Next we discuss about a question. Relative error of x is equal to ab square by c, where a is equal to 0.2 plus or minus 0.04, b is equal to 0.05 plus or minus 0.02, c is equal to 0.1 plus or minus 0.003. It is easy to rewrite this in decimal form. That means a is equal to 2 by 10 plus or minus 4 by 100, b equal to 5 by 100 plus or minus 2 by 100, c is equal to 1 by 10 plus or minus 3 by 1000. Then the relative error in x is equal to delta x by x is, using the formula we can write delta a by a plus delta 2 delta b by b plus delta c by c. This is a and this one is delta a, this one is b, this one is delta b, this one is c, true value, then it is delta c. That means delta x by x is equal to delta a is 4 by 100 into a is 2 by 10, then 1 by a is 10 by 2 plus 2 into delta b is 2 by 100 divided by 5 by 100, that means 100 by 5, plus delta C is 3 by 1000 into 10 by 1. That is, I write all in 100. 20 plus 4 by 5 is 20. 20 into 4 is 80. 80 plus 3. That means 103 divided by 100. That is the relative error. Okay. Next topic of discussion is uncertainties. It is the RMS deviation. RMS means root mean square deviation of a quantity from its mean, or it is known as standard deviation. That is, uncertainty is given by root mean square. That means delta x is equal to first root, then mean, then square. Xi minus xm all square. Okay. We know that we can't add square roots. That means we know that we can't add square roots. That means we can't add root 25 plus root 49, which is not equal to root 74. But square each term, then it is correct. That means 25 plus 49 is 49 equal to 74. Okay. That is, in here we already told we can't add square root. That means we can't add uncertainties. We can add square of square roots. If let z is equal to x plus y, then delta x is the uncertainty in x and delta y is the uncertainty in y. Then delta z is not equal to delta x plus delta y, but delta z all square equal to delta x all square plus delta y all square. This is known as variance. It can be represented in a triangle. Here delta x, delta y, delta z. Then we can say that delta z always is greater than delta x. Similarly, delta z is always greater than delta y. Since the hypotenuse is greater than side, that is, total uncertainty is always greater than the individual uncertainty. We can rewrite all the laws of errors to the uncertainties. First one is sum rule. Z is equal to x plus y. Then for uncertainty, write the error formula, then you square the each term. That means delta z is equal to delta x plus delta y, square each terms. That is square all square. That is the sum rule of for uncertainties is delta z all square equal to delta x all square plus delta y all square. Second one is product rule. Z is equal to xy. Then delta z by z is equal to delta x by x plus delta y by y. Square each term. Next is product quotient rule. Z is equal to x by y. Delta z by z is equal to delta x by x plus delta y by y. Square each term. The last one is exponential rule. Z is equal to xn, x power n. Then it implies delta z by z is equal to n delta x by x. Square each term. Square n square. Okay. Next I discuss about a question. Time period of a single pendulum is given by t is equal to 2 pi root of L by G. If delta L and delta T be the uncertainties measuring length and time period, find the uncertainty in measuring G. Here we know that in here by looking this equation t is equal to 2 pi root of L by G. In this equation the measuring quantities are L and G, length and gravity. We get time period. But the question is asking measuring length and time period, we need uncertainty in G. That means always errors are in the measured quantities. That means we have to rewrite the equation in the measured quantities and find out the uncertainty. That means the measured quantities are length and time period. We want to find G. Okay, that means t square is equal to 2 pi L by G. Then G is equal to 2 pi L by T square. Then delta G by G is equal to delta L by L plus 2 delta T by T. Here we ask for the uncertainties, that's why square each term. Okay. Once again, only given quantities must be used to solve an equation because error is in measurement. Okay, I wind up the class. I think you all understand this class. Thank you.